75 years ago this week, the United States unleashed the most devastating weapon the world has ever seen.
Within days, Japan had surrendered and the war was over. Roy Christensen was stationed in the South Pacific when he heard the news.
And tonight, he is sitting down with Denver 7's Russell Haythorne to talk about war, peace, and a life well lived.
This quiet cove in Centennial is now home
I have 8 great-grandkids.
to a 95-year-old who has seen corners of this world many of us will never see.
The boat that I was on was a fighting boat, any way you looked at it.
Roy Christensen is thought to be the last surviving crew member of the USS Raton, which sunk 29 Japanese fighters in the Philippine Sea during World War II.
We would stay down comfortably 10 to 12 hours.
Roy remembers exactly where he was 75 years ago this week when the U.S. dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
We got the message pretty quickly that a gigantic super bomb had been dropped. And so immediately everybody on board was thinking, gosh, that means we can go home.
And while he rarely talks about those fateful moments,
It still saved a lot of American lives.
it's a moment in time he documented
We secured from battle stations at 1400.
through meticulous note-taking in this priceless journal from his time at sea. And now
I love her.
he's got a new companion,
She means an awful lot to me, and she's my buddy.
someone Roy met right here at Holly Creek.
I said, Roy, would you consider coming over and helping me hang my Christmas lights up? And he was there in 15 minutes.
Roy and Karen were both married before, Roy to his late wife of 67 years, Karen to her late husband of 57 years, who also served.
The greatest generation. It makes me sad to think we're losing our generation, because I just think they're the greatest patriots ever.
A generation laced with markings of greatness, to be sure, and a couple ready to write the next chapter.
She bosses me around a little bit, but I sure need that.
He's got a great sense of humor. He's thoughtful and pretty easy to get along with most of the time.
In Centennial,
We've eliminated loneliness.
Russell Haythorne, Denver 7.